Hi guys, today I'm reviewing the IRobot Braava Jet 240. This will mop and sweep hardwood floors, tile, and stone. It cannot be used on carpets. It measures 6.7 inches wide, 7 inches long, and 3.3 inches in height. It weighs 2.7 pounds. Included is the robot, lithium-ion battery, battery charger, 6 cleaning pads total, 2 dry sweeping pads, 2 damp sweeping pads, and 2 wet mopping pads. The dry pad is for cleaning dust and hair. The damp pad is best for dust and dirt. It'll clean gently. And the wet pad is best for dirt and stains. I bought a wet reusable mopping pad. It's washable, and I'll show you how that works. It comes 2 in a pack. You can also buy the damp and dry reusable pads. There's a 2-sided quick guide and an instruction manual. On the robot, here is the clean button, spray nozzle, handle, tank cap, just open and fill water, pad eject button, and the battery. On the bottom, front cliff sensors, the pad reader, pad tracks, wheels, and rear cliff sensors. When you first get the robot, charge the battery. Insert into the charger and plug in. An amber light will blink. It'll turn solid green when fully charged. That takes about 2 hours. Mine was fully charged in 1 hour and 40 minutes. To attach the pad, just slide it in from the right or left. You'll hear a click. First, let's use the dry sweeping pad that came with the unit. It's not reusable. Put the charged battery in. I want to only clean my kitchen and dining area, total 160 square feet. There's a shoe tray that I'll remove. It's dirty under the tray and I want to see how well the robot cleans. Also, I put that towel in the corner because I had some liquid gel to get rid of ants. I don't want the robot going over that. The floors are dirty. I purposely didn't clean them because you guys leave comments on my vacuum and mop reviews saying my floors look really clean. Here's a corner with dust and small particles. Before I run it, I'm going to set it to use virtual wall mode. With this mode, you can set it to avoid a certain part of a room. There's an invisible line created in line with the back of the robot. I don't want to clean my living room. You see the floors are different. I'll place the robot at the entry of the kitchen. To activate this mode, the robot should be off. Press and hold the clean button until you see 2 blue lines on top. Now the virtual wall mode is activated. Press clean to start. So the robot takes off pretty fast and hits things. You'll just keep hearing the thud. It takes a few seconds, turns around, and thud. It's fun to watch the first time you run it. It just hits at full speed. The manual tells you the cleaning behavior with each pad. With this dry pad, the robot moves forward in a straight line for single pass coverage. I'll fast forward through most of the cycle. Before you wet mop, use the dry mop to clean any debris. Even with a standard mop, you'd have to vacuum or sweep the floor first. I do love that this little guy gets right up against anything to clean well. At the end of the cycle, the mode will turn off automatically. To turn it off manually, press the clean button until all indicators turn off. Also, if you want to pause the robot while cleaning, just press the clean button and press it again to resume cleaning. Don't pick up the robot while it's cleaning, it'll end the cycle. So the robot went into my living room, which I did not want. My move to another house didn't work out, so I have boxes and paint cans everywhere. That's why I didn't want the robot going into the living room. This happened towards the end of the cycle, and the robot went about a foot into my living room. Did one pass, came back, and turned itself off in the kitchen, a few inches away from where I had placed it in the beginning. It turns off automatically, and you'll hear that tone. I was just about to stop the cycle, but it stopped itself. It took exactly 32 minutes for the cycle to end. The pad's pretty dirty. You can see the hair it's picked up. The battery has to be charged fully between every cleaning cycle. You can buy an additional battery if you don't want to wait 2 hours for the first one to charge. This area that I showed you earlier is clean. I wish it had not gone over the mat, but the mat is very thin, so I can see how the robot could get confused. The rest of the kitchen was also swept well. Large pieces like this string won't be picked up. Bigger crumbs won't be picked up either. Overall, I'm happy with this dry pad. It did a good job. Now I'll use the reusable pad to clean the same area. Again, this is the one I purchased separately. To use the damp or wet pad, fill water in the tank. Fill with warm water. It takes about half a cup. When wet mopping, you can add Braava jet cleaning solution before adding water. Here's the reusable wet pad. When you insert any pad, it should be dry. Don't pre-soak it. I'll set the virtual mode again. Put the robot down on the lower left corner of the area you want to clean. It should be a foot away from any walls. Press clean to turn the robot on and press clean a second time to start the cleaning cycle. Lift up any floor-length curtains before you run the robot. With the wet pad, there is triple pass coverage. The robot moves forward to one side, backs up a little, then moves forward to the other side. It keeps alternating. It won't spray furniture or walls. It'll back up and only spray a portion of the floor that's clear. While wet mopping, the unit cleans rooms up to 200 square feet, and while dry or damp cleaning, 250 square feet. It cleans the edges and perimeters of the room and furniture towards the end of the cycle, and it'll return to where it started. The floors dry very quickly. Towards the end, the robot again went into the living room. Now the heavy traffic areas could use another cleaning cycle. I just rubbed this paper towel hard on the floor and there is dirt on it. Under the table and other areas were very clean. I also stopped the vacuum after an hour and a half, so maybe if I ran it longer, it would have cleaned even better. But I think an hour and a half should be enough to clean the small area. Eject the pad when the cycle is done. It's really dirty and caked on. I had not cleaned my floors on purpose so I could see how well this robot would work. A lot of this dirt came from under the shoe tray. When the cycle's done, charge the battery, get rid of any water in the tank, leave the cap open to dry. Close it before you put it away. To clean, use a damp cloth on the sensors, reader, nozzle, and body. Remove any hair and debris from the wheels. The washable pads can be washed 50 times before replacing. It's best to hand wash the pads and air dry. If you're using a washing machine, don't wash with delicates. Use the warm cycle and air dry. If your tank smells bad, fill with hot water, not boiling. Close the cap and shake it a little. Pour the water out and let it dry with the cap open. What impressed me most about the robot is how well it gets right against baseboard, under the fridge, and just the wall in general. So it's cleaning very thoroughly. It didn't miss any spots. It's small enough to go under the table and go all around the chairs. You see how nicely it went around each chair leg. Whether you're sweeping or wet mopping, under the table is hard to reach. I'm happy this robot gets under there so I don't have to. After this Braava was done, my kitchen and dining area looked very clean. I definitely think it's a back saver. If you want to get this IRobot Braava, I'll put a link in the description below. As always, I hope you liked this review and found it useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you want to get notifications when I upload a new video, click on the bell icon and select all. And don't forget to turn on your notifications.